There. I'm recording. So, I'm going to indent the code. People are starting So you can read the whole thing and the document and figure out how to do it by hand, or we have a script called check patch. It's really nice. We can check the coding style dynamically. So let's look at this. I have a branch. So let me look at this thing to start with. Let me clean this up. So I have a Git tree. It's based on my tree. I can't work off Linux Next because Linux Next contains my tree. Master, it happens to be Linus's tree as of yesterday. I have my other Greg KH branch. Let's check out a new branch. Branch demo. I have some nice aliases that I use. GitB shows the branch in a nice format. FP is format patch, which we'll use later. And then I describe. I do a lot of work figuring out what patches consist, or when a commit went to the tree, and just aliases for that. So if you see me do git B, it's the same thing as doing git like that. Same thing. So, okay, so I have a branch. So I'm going to run the check patch. You can run it on a file. You can also run it on a patch. Check patch, terse, because I don't want to see all the verbose file. And this is my file name. You have a different file name. This is mine. So here's all the warnings for this thing. If you look at the code itself, this file, it's pretty bad. I have a short, tiny file. The biggest thing is the indentation. It's using spaces and not tabs. That's a bad thing. We're also not doing, it does some other things that are bad. We put our braces in the wrong spot. We have spaces in the wrong spot. At this one file and just clean up the indentation. And I think I have to indent here, and here, and here. Let's run it again. Yes, I fixed a lot of problems. So let's see what we just did. Git status will show I modified one file. Great. You can do git diff, and we'll show you what you did. You added, moved. So all I did is change the whitespace. We have tools that can say, hey, all I did was change the whitespace. I know I didn't change any logic. I can accept that patch very easily. So let's commit this patch. Oh, first I do. And I did this yesterday. So do this. Let me commit this patch, this change. So it'll tell you I am modifying the CSR data file. So I want to do it. At the beginning, I do one line. I am the staging, CSR, and I'm in the data TX. This patch converts spaces to tabs. And adds my signed off. I have a one key thing because I do it a lot. And I commit it. So I have, this is the patch I just made. It shows staging, what it did, signed off by. That's it. I made my patch. Now ideally, if you only do one thing, you can send this off, and I'll show you how to send it off in a minute. But we want to do more than one thing. We want to do multiple things together. And clean up things one after another, which is good. Because we want to clean everything up in this file. So what else do we have? We have lines that are too long. We have braces that are too long. Okay, let's clean up the braces. Oops. So braces are in the wrong spot. For one line if statements, you don't use braces. It's that simple. And this one we just clean up there. Let's see if that was right. Yes, I have no warnings about braces anymore. So great. If I look at the diff, it shows that I fixed up the braces. So, commit it. CSR, data, TX. This cleans up the brace. And that's it. So now I have two patches in here, in my branch. Which is good. I have multiple things. So if I want to do more, I can do more. Let's do one more, just to make it easier, to show that we're actually doing something. I'm not going to clean up the lines over 80 characters because that one just gets messy at the moment, but I will fix the unnecessary white space before a quoted new line. There we're getting really, really picky. But it's nice to clean up things, make things quiet. Here we have one extra space in the kernel, so if we fix this, we just saved 1 byte. It's nice to be clean. So if I run this again, it goes away. So make sure I only did that one thing. Oh, we have to build these. Jeez. I forgot that. Sorry. Before you commit, make sure your changes work. Did I mess anything up? No, I didn't. You can build just one directory in the kernel. Make m equals driver staging CSR. There's other ways to build just one specific file. You can say I want to make data. Oh, I can just make, oops, that's not the way it goes. You can just make one file. It's already clean, so you don't, but if I touch it again, nope, that's not how you do it. Oh, there it goes. It built that one file. But you want to build the whole module, make sure everything is right. So, always test the build. If you send me a patch and it breaks the build, I will get really grumpy and ignore your patches for at least a week because you just broke my workflow. And it shows you didn't even test that. I didn't test that, my apologies. So, CSR. Saves us 1 byte. Wonderful. So now, I have 3 patches. If I look at my git log, I have 1. So there's 1 file, or 1 patch, 1 commit, and 1 more at the bottom down there before I hit Linus's tree. you can do some fun things. Now that we're on a different branch, you don't want to do your work on the same branch as Linus because you want to be able to generate these patches. So you can do git format patch master. Okay. Yes. I have an alias for that. Which I don't want to use. I want to do it for real. Okay, so I have 3 patches here. It shows that one comes after the next, comes after the next. If I look at them all, here's the first patch. It generates, it looks like an email. Has a subject, it says how many, it says patch 1 of 3. This is really, really important. If you do multiple patches and you send them off to somebody, the maintainer needs to know what the next one is patch 2 of 3. The next one is patch 3 of 3. Very nice. These are what do we do with these patches? Oh, let me think. I go back. I'm done. So here's everything we do. Git diff, git commit, git show, git format patch, git send email. We're going to do send email now. When we're sending a patch off, we need to know who to send the patch to. It's sometimes obvious that you know who the maintainer is of that file, but you don't know what the mailing list is. You don't know who other people you should copy. So we now have a script for it called get maintainer. You can run this script on your patch itself. Maintainer on the patch. It will go through, look at the git commit history, look up the maintainer's file, chunk away at it, and say, hey, we need to send this to Greg, okay, that's me, and 2 mailing lists, driver and Linux kernel. This is a pretty boring example because I just committed this patch. Anybody have a file in the kernel they care about? Give me a file. Drivers, USB, host, xhci. .h. How's that? I think this is just going to give us one person. That's Sarah. So Sarah's the maintainer of the USB 3 drivers. You also want to send it to me because I'm the maintainer of the USB subsystem. USB, there's got to be a better one. Let's, kernel sched. What's in here? Auto. Okay, so here's a scheduler file. You want to send it to Ingo, you want to copy Peter, and you want to copy send an email to only a developer. Always copy a mailing list. I can't say that enough. Because we don't scale. The thousands and thousands of other developers scale. The 150 maintainers don't scale. Okay, so I wanted to, my file, so you want to send it to me. It's slow. And the driver development mailing list. So what we do, to mailing list and startup hash. You also send it to me, but since I am me, it's not going to work anyway. It says, hey, Git says, these 3 patches, you really want to send these? Who should they appear from? They appear from me. Yes, they come from me. They will send from me, and the message ID. If you're sending large patches that are a response to another patch or something, you can send the message ID so email will properly thread. This, we're sending a whole series on our own. We don't need to thread anything separately. The patches themselves will be threaded. So let's just use the first email. There's nothing. So just hit enter, and then Git will spit out a whole bunch of stuff. It'll say, hey, I think I see the subject. Here's the CC list. Do I want to send it to Greg and me? That's about it. And the mail list. So, is this mail okay to send? I want to say yes. Now, if you start saying yes for each one, it's great. Or you can just say, send them all. I trust you. It's all going to work great. Everything's sent. So we'll come back to that in a minute and see if that really worked. So yeah, so that's how you send patches. You send multiple patches that do things one after each other, and you send it to the proper people. In this case, the mailing list. Mailing list is there, right, somewhere? Yeah, 2, right there. Great. But you need to say that's it. Wow, that was fast. Let's see if it worked. Let's read my email. I got 6 mails. Oops. Anything embarrassing? No. Hey, there's my mail. So I got multiple copies of it because I'm on the mailing list. But there's the 3 patches that got sent. First one, second one, third one. It shows them all. directly from the kernel tree scripts lindent. This will run the tool indent with the proper things for it. Don't If you have automatic tools for it, great. But again, one thing at a time. Don't do everything all at once. Any other questions? So everybody's sending me patches, right? I mean it. You guys laugh. It works. Then you'll get addicted, and you'll start wanting to do this even more, which is my goal. So great, I actually finished on time. And if you have any questions, I'm here tonight. Great, thank you very much.